Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In last video, we have seen how to create our first application in ASP.NET. As you can see, we had created the Hello World application, okay, over there, and this was a very simple video, okay. And in today's video, we have to see the architecture of the .NET framework, okay. So now let's talk about the MVC, that is .NET MVC architecture. The MVC stand for model view controller, and its design pattern that separate an application into three main components. As you can see on my screen, I have created one diagram for you, okay. Separate the three main components into the model. Let's get this brush. Model, view, then controller, okay. The separation helps in the managing complex application by promoting organized and maintainable code. As it is core, MVC divides into your application into three interconnected components. Let's talk about the model first. This model part, that represents the data and the business logic of the application. It directly manages the data, logic, and rules of the application. Okay, let's talk about this view. Okay, the view. This is the user interface of the application. It displays the data from the model to the user and sends user command to the controller. Okay. Now it's controller part. This handle user input and interaction. It act as an intermediary between the model and the view. It is act and between them. This your model and this is the view. Okay. So let's talk about this. How this is actually this diagram works. Okay. User interaction. At the top up, we can see user interaction view with the application through the view. Okay, the view is the UI component that user sees and interact with, such as the web pages in the browser. This is as we have created this hello world application, so this becomes our view in the code. This is index.csv is our view. Okay, request processing, as you can see over here, this request is getting passed to the controller. When the user perform an action like clicking a button or submitting a form, a request is sent to the controller. The controller acts as a mediator, processing the request and determining how to handle it. Okay. The controller model communication. The controller often needs data to fulfill the user request, so it's communicate with the model. Okay, the model is responsible for fetching data from the database or any other data source. Rendering the content with the data in hand. The controller then poses it to the view, which format it into the web page that the user can see and interact with. This might involve rendering data in table, showing a message, or updating form. Response user. Finally, the rendered content is sent back to the user, completing the cycle of a request in the MVC architecture. This flows ensure that the application is organized with each component, model, view, and then controller handling specific tasks. The separation of concern makes the code more modular, maintainable, and easier to test. I hope you got the description of this image, okay, and you have also know the how this is MVC architecture will work. Okay, so in the next video we will see some important topics in .NET framework. Till then, thanks for the watching this video.